In this video, let's talk about data management and storage for creative workflows with OpenDrives.
Real quick, you're watching VP Land. Special thanks to our sponsors for helping make our NAB coverage possible, Blackmagic and Atomos. And now, back to the video.
What's up? I'm here with Andre from OpenDrives. Andre, good to see you.
Thank you.
Tell me a bit about what is OpenDrives.
OpenDrives, we are a data management and storage solution specifically catered for M&E to accelerate creative workflows. We were founded 11 years ago by Jeff Brew, who was the chief engineer for David Fincher. So initially, it was something that was done to address storage workflows and performance for conventional post-productions.
Okay, and what does this look like in practice? We got this diagram back here with Atlas, so what does that look like?
Yeah, so our solution, Atlas, is a software-based platform that manages all your storage. We use open standards and protocols in order to focus on things like containerization and automation that promote interconnectivity and interoperability. Because that way we understand that flexibility allows us to cater to different areas of the M&E industry.
And where is the data stored? Is it on wherever the customer is?
In terms of, it could be on-prem, it could be hybrid, it could be on the cloud, right? So that's part of the flexibility approach, yeah?
And then once you have your media in Atlas, what kind of options do you have is it sort of like an asset manager? What happens once your media is in?
It's a media platform that leverages containerization so that you can pick your solutions. For instance, you can use different transfer engines, different media asset management solutions through containerization. And what that does is it brings all these applications closer to the storage, and it facilitates the end user experience. When I talk about the end user experience, I'm not talking about only the editor or the content creator. What we want from OpenDrives for the editor or the producer or the content creator is leveraging high performance approaches like intelligent prefetching and intelligent caching. We focus on interoperability through that containerization. And what that means for the post-tech support, which is we also consider the end user, is they have all of those applications closer to the content. So it's not only the ease of use for the editor, but the ease of use for the people that are supporting.
Can you give me an example, like if we have a production, we're filming, we're going to send it to the editor, what would a basic workflow look like, and how does Atlas and OpenDrives fit into that?
It really depends. We have several cases where we can focus on tier one broadcasts like Fox Sports or CBS, or we can cater solutions for conventional post-production approaches. Again, the focus is flexibility so that you can pick and choose what you want. We actually are leveraging something called composable software, which allows us to actually select some of the feature sets that Atlas has in order to cater to your specific environment. So it's really in terms of workflow, it could be anything. We did the World Cup for Fox Sports, and that's, as you know, the biggest event in the world. We launched CBS Golazo Network, which is cloud-based, it's entirely cloud-based, and it's leveraging OpenDrives as well as like Grass Valley and other solutions. We work with conventional post-production houses like Blumhouse, Tunnel Post, and Activision Blizzard for gaming, Riot, things like that. So as you can see, it could be anywhere from live broadcast that leverages news, for instance, in terms of growing files or clipping, to conventional post-production for feature films, or even thumbable content, for social media.
Yeah, and is this just for enterprise, smaller houses? What's the flexibility of it?
It's for everyone. I think part of our idea and our message is that we understand that there is no one-size-fits-all, right? And OpenDrives was founded and built and maintained by people that come from M&E. So we have engineers, technologists, writers, producers, journalists, editors, people that really understand what it takes to deliver the content and protect the content, right? So we try to honor and respect the creative workflow by focusing on efficiency and focusing on modularity, understanding the fact that we are part of a larger puzzle. OpenDrives largely serves as a connective tissue that brings these things together. The focus is interoperability and flexibility so that you can actually pick what you need and you can evolve as you need, and we'll be there with you.
Nice. Yeah. And have you been seeing more trends in just general workflow shifting from on-prem to having more flexible, remote, cloud-based workflows?
That's an interesting question. It's a very good question, and it's one that is honestly hard to answer because you get different inputs from different people. Some people are always talking about everything on the cloud. Some people are talking about hybrid. But the hybrid approach, I think it's where I hear more of an influx in the conversation, because there's always going to be an element that, especially for content creators, we're still into that shift that we're just like, yeah, okay. I think the hybrid approach is a safer approach. But
like maybe you have a NAS or some storage in your area, and then you've got some sort of cloud components combined.
Exactly. And we don't define that for you. You define that for us as our client, right? Another thing that we are seeing, one trend that we are seeing, is that people are trying to focus less on spending money on hardware. This is another thing that containerization helps. You talked about the fact that it unifies all these applications into one platform and brings these applications closer to the content, but also it reduces your CapEx. You don't need to worry about hardware, you don't need to worry about rack space. That's definitely something that we're seeing. We see that things like talent proliferation, data growth, asset growth, right? And variable influx of users. Those are things that are influencing those decisions. And also, the CapEx versus OpEx conversation is very important too.
Well, cool. Well, thanks a lot, Andre. Appreciate
Absolutely.
the conversation.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that is it for this episode. Be sure to check out the rest of our NAB coverage over here at this playlist and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next episode.